Tell me the story of the 73 questions.
I got a phone call from Condé Nast saying, we remembered you from that thing that you did with Vanity Fair. And for Vogue, we wanted to see what you would do with Sarah Jessica Parker, who is just so Vogue, and Anna Wintour, the editor of Vogue, loves her. We want to see what you would do with her if there was 4 hours. I think she was just promoting a shoe line back then. And the opportunity was there to say, okay, like let's take someone like Joe and say, what would you do with her? And basically, my immediate reaction to this was I really have never had the opportunity to A, know what Condé Nast was, which is the parent company of Vogue. B, I never really read Vogue. I knew Sarah Jessica Parker was the woman from Sex and the City, but I've never seen that before. So for me, if I had the opportunity to be with someone who's only known as being Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, the show I've never seen before, then I just want to do something that's about her. I want to do something where I'm unabashedly going and not knowing a lot about her, just so I can learn about her. And of course, everything has to be that perfection that you said. Everything needs to be this one take that I'm currently obsessed with. So I said, what if I just go in and in one take, this kind of theatrical, quasi-staged, quasi-real rendition where I'm just barraging her with one question after another, and she's just seamlessly answering it, like slaying every question effortlessly. And it was just so weird. It's just a weird idea. I was with my friend Vince Pione at the time, who would DP so much of the project. He DP'd the Vanity Fair project. And he said, you know what would be cool? What if she looked at the camera while you were doing it? So you hear my voice, but she's looking at the camera, so it feels like the camera is the audience. The camera is the interviewer and therefore the audience. So I said, that's amazing. Let's try that. So she read the pitch. She said, okay, cool. Come by. We'll have it in my house. No one's ever been in my house before. You can see between Federer and Sarah Jessica Parker, there's a theme of just going in people's homes for the first time with cameras. But yeah, she said, okay, let's do it. So we show up with the crew, and we kind of just try to implement how to do something like asking 73 questions all rapid fire, uninterrupted. It's really hard.
Absolutely.
You need a team of people. It's not just the camera. It's me reading the questions. It's a sound guy for sound. There's an AC doing focus. There's a small herd of people all having to do a pre-rehearsed choreography mapped to a room, knowing that you're trying to stagger it all out so the audience doesn't lose attention, so it feels like it's moving. And you can't make any edits. And Sarah Jessica Parker needs to be on. She needs to be remembering her answers, and we need to be on, because if you step into the shot, you ruin the shot, right? So what I realized quickly is you need to rehearse. You need to do this once. Okay, great. You need to do this twice. Okay, great. The production guy forgot to move the ottoman and we almost tripped. All right, great. Fix that. We'll iron that out. Great. Third take happens. Okay, that feels a little bit smoother. What people don't realize is that Sarah Jessica Parker, in that first time ever doing this, refused to give her real answers as I was asking every question. She would just say, blah, after every question, because she wanted to keep it real. She wanted to keep it authentic, which says so much to her abilities as an actor, to want to give herself in a real nature, but to perform it in a way that feels like it's elevated, it's heightened. So eventually by the 7th take, she says, I'm ready to give my real answers. We were all smoothed up with the choreography, and boom, in 5.5 minutes, we had our final take. We had all of our answers, and it worked. I remember looking at playback on the monitor. I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before. This is really, it's funny. It's a really funny video when you watch it with her.
And how well received was that first one?
It was big. It was big, yeah. I think a lot of people, first and foremost in fashion, saw it. This goes up under the Vogue banner. Like, what a weird video this is. This isn't
for Vogue, it's weird.
This isn't some glossy photo shoot where they're having like wind in the hair as B-roll and like talking about like what fashion means to them. This is Sarah Jessica Parker like talking about what she wants on her pizza.